Solution of quadratic equations by completing square method is a great way to find solution of quadratic equations, which works best in almost every situation. Let's get started with this question to familiarize ourselves with the procedure of finding solution of quadratic equations by completing square. So the given equation is given equation is x square plus 18x plus 77 equal to 0. Let's call this as equation 1. Make sure that the equation given is in standard form, means the first term involves x squared, the second term involves x, and the constant term is the third term on left hand side, equating it equal to 0. And then compare this given equation with standard form of the quadratic equation. So comparing with quadratic equation in standard form. So what is the quadratic equation in standard form? That is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Let's call this as equation number 2. So this is our first step in the procedure. By comparing the given equation with the standard form of the quadratic equation, we can find values of a, b, and c. Here if we compare coefficients of x squared, in the given equation coefficient of x squared is 1 if there is nothing else given. This means that a is equal to 1, b is equal to plus 18, and c is equal to plus 77. It's good idea that if you write down the signs of these values of a, b, c as well. And then once we have determined what are the values of a, b, and c, then step 2 begins. And in step 2, the first thing we look at is the value of a. If a is equal to 1, then we have a procedure in which we are going to separate c, means that moving c, the constant, on the right hand side. If a is equal to 1, then move c on the right hand side, so that we have, which is 1 in this case. Therefore we will rewrite the given question in such a way that x squared plus 18x and equal to minus 77. If a is equal to 1, we move the constant term to the right hand side. If a is equal to 1, move the constant term on right hand side. If a is equal to 1, which is in this case. And now what we are going to do, we are going to find the value of plus or 1 over 2 b whole square. What is value of 1 by 2 b whole square? 1 by 2 time b is what? B is 18 including sign. This is whole square, and this will give us equal to plus 9 whole square, because 18 is plus. So adding plus 9 whole square on both sides of the equation, on both sides of the equation. This will give us the equation x square plus 18x equal to minus 77. And if we are going to add this plus 9, remember to include the sign. Here on both sides, if we add something, it doesn't change the equality, plus 9 whole square. So this is what we get once we do the procedure of adding 1 by 2b whole square on both sides of the equation. Now, if we have done this successfully, what we have on the left hand side is in fact whole square or complete square of x, and then including this sign plus 9 whole square. Remember, these are the two terms, this term and this term. This is the combination of both of these terms, x, and then whatever other term is inside the square, that is plus 9 whole square, is equal to minus 77, and then plus 9 whole square, which is 81. And now we can see that what we have is x plus 9 whole square is equal to minus 77 plus 81 is equal to 4. Now 4 is a complete square of x plus 9. It is, if this is the operation on x plus 9 and x plus 9, and if we do an operation of square on it and we change it into x plus 9 whole square, like we have learned in our first method for solution of quadratic equations, if we have taken a square and x plus 9 whole square is equal to 4, then doing the inverse operation on 4 which should give us the actual value. But if we do the inverse operation of square, which is square root on 4, that gives us either plus 2 or minus 2, because we have no idea that which one was the original number. So the value of x plus 9 was either plus 2, whose square is 4, or x plus 9 was minus 2, whose square is 4, because both of these numbers have their square equal to 4. Therefore, by taking square root or doing the inverse operation, the inverse operation will undo the square. Therefore, we will have x plus 9 equal to plus minus 2. We don't know which one. That's why we include both of these, and then we change into two equations. One time we say x plus 9 equal to 2, and other time we say x plus 9 equal to minus 2, because we have no idea that when do the inverse operation, we don't know if it was plus 2 or it was minus 2. So here now we solve this as a linear equation in one variable and isolate x on one side, giving us 2 minus 9, and here we isolate x again, minus 2 minus 9, and this gives us x equal to minus 7, and here x gives us x equal to minus 11. And this is our solution set. And we can do the verification procedure as well, minus 7 and minus 11, And if we do the verification, what was the equation? The original equation was x square plus 18x plus 77 equal to 0. If we were to do this verification at x is equal to minus 7, what we have left hand side is equal to x square plus 18 x plus 77, and this, if we do minus 7 whole square plus 18 time minus 7 plus 77, this should give us equal to 0. This is 49 and this is 6, and 18 times 7. 18 times 7 is probably 126 plus 77, which is equal to 0, which is right hand side. Is equal to right hand side. We can do the same thing for this other one at x is equal to minus 11. The left hand side is equal to x square plus 18x plus 77, and this is equal to minus 11 whole square plus 18 times minus 11 plus 77. That should also give us the answer 0. So this is how we can proceed for verification, and see you in the next video.